We have a special treat today. Like to invite up some special guests to accept the proclamation on behalf of King County. We're joined today by two students from the Institute for Community Leadership that has facilities in Kent. And the Institute for Community Leadership conducts classes and out-of-school programming featuring civic engagement and social responsibility as a means to fortify academic excellence and school and community problem solving. And each year, the Institute students spend their winter break in a week-long residential program studying the life and legacy of Dr. King, and they commemorate his contributions to constructing an inclusive civil society. And joining me, feel free to come on up, Christopher and Finn. We're joined today by Christopher Castro, Salgado, and Finn Manochampu, if I pronounced that correctly. And they're both active participants in the Institute for Community Leadership, and having participated in the life and legacy of Dr. King's program, are going to be sharing some of their reflections on Dr. King's contributions to, in particular, protecting and promoting democracy. Chris, here on our left of the blue shirt, has been a student with ICL for 5 years, and having just graduated from Kentwood High School, congrats. Chris is studying for an apprenticeship with the Carpenters Union and is currently working at Amazon. And Finn, on the left, has been an Institute for Community Leadership student for 3 years, also having just graduated from Kentwood High School. Finn is now a freshman at University of Washington, Seattle. So it's my pleasure to introduce both Chris and Finn from the Institute for Community Leadership. The floor is yours.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Institute for Community Leadership, Council Chair Up the Grove, thank you very much for your leadership. Members of the Council, thank you for representing the people of King County. County Executive Constantine, thank you for what you do. Dr. King was absolutely certain that it takes courageous people to run America. He teaches courage is the inner resolution to go forward in spite of obstacles and frightening situations. Cowardice is a submissive surrender to circumstance. Right now, we live in politically tumultuous times. Our elected officials face obstacles, and our people face frightening situations every day. We must ask what we do when we face failure. We cannot have shatter-proof dreams. We must have shatter-proof character. We must ensure that our feelings do not become greater than our doings. That when we are let down and locked out, we are still responsible. In the face of Dr. King's triplets of injustice, racism, poverty, and war, we must cling to and create a radiant and infinite hope. In honoring Dr. King this month, we must stare daringly at disappointment and move forward despite it. What happens to us in life does not define us. It's what we do with it that matters. Let's set a precedent for this new year, one that protects and promotes democracy with courage. Thank you.
Dr. King teaches us how to develop consciousness. The definition of consciousness is to be awake. Developing our ability to stay awake and to raise our consciousness will create a stronger democracy and a more peaceful tomorrow. Dr. King points out 3 steps to developing consciousness. The first step begins with changing our conduct. When we change our conduct, our character either grows or shrinks. You all probably know teenagers who open doors for others, and you all probably know teenagers who habitually do not. Simple actions like these either raises one's character or lowers it. As we become proficient in conducting ourselves in ways that serve others, our character continues to rise. And if we have low character, we have very little consciousness. Doing things for others raises character. And if our character is higher, we can see people from much further away, perhaps even on the other side of the world. We're also able to see much broader. We can see people from across town and across the lines of difference that keep us separated. With persistent conduct that raises our character, we can remain alert. We can connect people from different races, colors, cultures, and nationalities. Changes we can make, like eating with folks that are different from us, opening doors for others, or simply smiling, we can assure that our ends are in our means. Dr. King would urge us today to be the change we wish to see in the world. Thank you.
Finn spoke of hope in her remarks, and I'm sure you all agreed that these two young people, I think, give us all hope for a brighter future. So I also want to acknowledge Program Director from Institute for Community Leadership, Nyla Rosen, is here today. These students are a product of hers and many others' good work. And that we would like to, if you'd like to join us too, Nyla, we will present the proclamation. And I think I invite my colleagues to join us at the dais.
All right, thank you. Thank you.